Belal Muhammad against Jack Della Maddalena, and let's see if he wins. Inshallah he does. And let's get into why Belal Muhammad will never fight Islam Makhachev.
There's no chance that would ever happen, right?
Islam Makhachev, he fights at 155. Belal Muhammad, he fights at 170.
Right, because of your guys' friendship.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
But right now, Belal Muhammad, he is the current champion, the 170 weight class.
the loyalty means more than anything, especially with those guys. Like they've done, and it helped me so much. Like you,
And which means, so the problem here is that Islam Makhachev, he wants to move up to Belal Muhammad's weight class, but if he moves up, he's going to fight against Belal Muhammad, which he doesn't want. And I don't think Islam Makhachev wants that image or look. These Dagestani brothers, or basically Muslim brothers in general, they don't want to fight their own kind. Why? Because it's just not something you do. There's loyalty among you.
you've been with them, you train with them,
Yeah.
like you understand like the brotherhood
Yeah, of course.
of them guys.
Yeah.
So like I would never want to like disrespect them in any way, or
So he is saying it's a form of disrespect to go against each other.
I couldn't even like fight. Habib was in their corner. It was just like break my heart because he was one of the
Weird, right?
guys when I was like still coming up, even though he's younger than me. Like I still like look up to a guy like that, right? Where being a Muslim, being religious.
Isn't that so respectful? Alhamdulillah, being a Muslim, which means, just another example, even if somebody is a lot smaller than you or he's a lot younger than you still have to give them respect, because they might know more than you do in some aspects of life. So always give people respect, no matter who they are.
And seeing how he brought the religion into the sport and showed it, and how he like portrayed himself and was a champion is like, and like I said, he's helped me and he's never asked for anything in return. So like for those guys, I wouldn't do it. Like I would move up before. But
Of course, I mean, a title wouldn't mean that much. I mean, these guys, he's done so much for me. Why would I even fight against him?
them guys.
Because Islam, he wants to be double champ. That's one of his goals, right? So I guess it's like a touchy.
So he's trying to counter this. He's saying,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
come on, dude, he wants to be double champ and you're standing in the way.
And then for myself, I feel like I'm at the point now where if I get 2 wins, 2 title defenses, I can start looking to move up. When I'm looking at 85, I think it's
So Belal Muhammad's game plan, he just revealed it actually in this casual interview. When he gets 2 title defenses, he's going to move up to 185, which is where the Khamzat and the Dricus and the Israel Adesanya and the Sean Strickland is. Sean Strickland is going to get mauled by Belal Muhammad, trust me.
easy division for myself. I don't think it would be a problem. So me and Islam could go double champ back to back.
Have you and Islam ever?
That is an amazing answer. That is an amazing reply to this whole thing about Islam Makhachev wants to move up, but you're standing in the way, Belal. Absolutely amazing answer.
spoken about that?
No, I mean we've talked, and it'd be like,
Has he ever said how he feels about it?
yeah, I mean he's like
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Like discussed, and obviously, like you said, everybody's gonna keep asking the same question, or they're gonna keep like, oh, it's because he's afraid of this guy. He's running from this guy or that guy, and it's like, at the end of the day, there's like really no fighter afraid of any other fighter. So like for ourselves and for myself, like I consider them guys brothers, and I would never fight.
So he's like, we are brothers, we've trained together, there's loyalty, and Islam Makhachev is a little bit more, he's a little bit more like, he has the green light on he has the light on for him actually wanting to go up to 170. The only issue is that it's Belal Muhammad, and he's been so close with the Dagestani team, with the Khabib Nurmagomedov camp, ever since he, what is it called, when he fought against Leon Edwards.
Like that, and I couldn't see myself like doing a training camp for those guys or wanting to fight those guys, right?
Yeah. Who do you think Islam should fight next then?
Honestly, I think Justin makes a lot of sense.
Justin Gaethje.
For Justin, he's like on a, what is he, 3-1 in his last 4. He's never fought him before, and people are always gonna watch Justin, right? Obviously, Topuria moved up.
I think so. Belal is just trying to keep Islam at bay. Like for now, just Islam, you do this, I'll take care of this, and then whenever I'm ready, I'll just move up. And he's trying to keep Islam at bay. Like don't just come over to my what's it called, my division right now.
But for Islam, who fought Volkanovski twice and didn't get any credit for it, like people are like, oh, he fought a 45er, so it doesn't really make sense for him to, all right, let me fight another 45er, and then he beats him, and they'll be like, well, Topuria has the option of saying, well, I'm just gonna go back down to 45. I was too
No,
small.
but I think Topuria is vacated, right? So that's
Yeah.
the difference now. Is Topuria is saying like, I'm no longer at that division. Like, I'm now at lightweight.
Yeah, but say he goes up there and he loses, he still has the option to be like, well, I'm gonna go back down. Who's the champion? I knocked out Volkanovski. I'll get a rematch right away. Like he'll get that
Because I heard
option.
he just can't make that weight no more.
I mean, you could always make the life changes, right?
Right.
There's a lot of guys, especially.
Well, Ilia Topuria, that is going to be such a super fight if that ever happens.
It's like him where he cuts weight drinking wine, and he could do that fight week. I think he probably gets tired of cutting weight. Cutting weight's not fun, and
It never is, man. And I don't wanna, guys. I have to cut weight at some point in time in the future, inshallah. And I really don't hope that it's going to be that bad. I have to get rid of around 10-15 kilos to get into my fight weight. So inshallah, I can do that. I really hope so.
he probably thinks that with the confidence from knocking out Holloway and Volkanovski back to back, he thinks that I can knock these guys out. But the only fight he's had at 55, he's gotten dropped by Jai Herbert, and then we've seen him get like out muscled and out wrestled by a couple guys at.
He's just stating facts. Look, remember, Belal Muhammad he is so into the whole MMA UFC scene.
45. I think Islam's just going to be way too big for him. But if he goes out there and he beats a guy like Oliveira or even like a Justin or Dustin, like
Oh, that's just
I think that for him, it'll just show them and it'll make that fight even bigger.
By the way, the Dustin versus Islam fight, that was such a good fight, man.
This time.
And then I guess there's Arman at that division too, right? That division's stacked.
Yeah,
now.
there's so many good fights for him. I mean, you got Paddy just won too, so
We still need the Arman versus Islam fight.
like,
Patty too.
for Islam, there's guys that he hasn't fought, right? And there's other guys that are up there that are hyping it up and that'll be huge fights.
Absolutely amazing interview. So they are never going to fight, trust me, unless something really bad happens. Islam would fight Belal. It's Belal that doesn't want the smoke. Be real with yourself. That's what I said. Islam is a little bit more. He's a little bit more turned on by that thought, if you can say that. I don't mean it in that way. Astaghfirullah. I don't mean it in that way. But the thing is, Islam has the go button on, and Belal Muhammad is a little bit more hesitant. So it's going to be absolutely amazing. And are there only 8 comments? That's amazing. So shout out to Full Send Podcast Clips, and this video was why Belal Muhammad will never fight Islam Makhachev.